Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a reply I posted on Facebook. I'm going to do a video. I'm just going to tell you exactly what I said to this taxpayer-funded desk pogue who has never had a job in the private sector where she's been a net taxpayer. It dealt with COVID vaccines, constitutional carry, minding your own business. I said, I'll leave a link to it too if you want to go look at it on Facebook. And when I post this on Rumble, I'm going to post my speech, my transcript in the video description, just in case. Hey, Story County Supervisor Latifah Faisal. How you doing, little fella? I wanted to take a moment and ask you if you are prepared in the event that a BLM terrorist or fatherless lunatic tries to kick your door in at 3 a.m. I'm concerned about your welfare, and I'm making it my business if you are prepared for the worst case scenario. I am prepared for this, and so is everyone else and anyone else under my roof. It's called a 357 among other remedies for evil. In the unlikely event that a fatherless lunatic / meth head attempts to kick my door in or attack me on my property, also thanks to the Iowa legislature and governor for a castle doctrine, in the event a fatherless lunatic tries to kick my door in or attack me on my property, she will be dealt with accordingly. That's all I have to say on that. You can fill in the blanks. Get it? Fill in the blanks. I'm really worried about your welfare and need to make sure you have a way to defend yourself. Now, some of the lunatic fringe / mainstream of your party want to defund the police / get rid of the police. And as an aside, Minneapolis, quit dicking around. It's irritating me. Just get rid of your damn police force. Just say in 1 year the police force is gone. Just get rid of all of them. Fire them all and just put social workers in charge. Give it a year. Just say it's going to happen in a year and don't move. Put the line in the sand. That way the good people can get out. But just get rid of your police and quit. You know, you're like an autistic child throwing a hissy fit for attention. There, I just had to get that out of the way. I didn't mention that in my comment to her, but I figured I should. Some of the lunatic fringe / mainstream in your party want to defund the police / get rid of the police. And what is an unarmed old lady supposed to do in the event that they are subjected to that worst case scenario? I know you're thinking, why on earth is he concerned about my lack of firearms in my own hovel? You know what, Latifah? You are correct. I urge you to take the same tact with my lack of a vaccination for COVID-19 and my continued lack of a vaccination next year, the year after that, and the year after that. The survival rate for the 49 and under group, last time I checked, was 99.9014%. I did more miles on the trail in the last few months than you probably have done in the last few years. I would run circles around you, period. Since I am in the under 50 group and am very healthy, the risk reward for me on the Faux vaccine is more risk than reward. My father is in the old group, and I gave him my non-medical opinion that there's more reward than risk in him getting the vaccine. More reward than risk in him getting the vaccine, just so that's clear. Anyone with diabetes should probably get the Faux vaccine. Anyone that is a cancer survivor should probably get the Faux vaccine. Anyone who has no immunodeficiencies and is under 50, if you got the Faux vaccine prior to everyone in Iowa who is over 60, every single healthcare professional that wanted it, and anyone with an immunodeficiency getting the Faux vaccine, if you got it before any of them, you are a selfish idiot. The vacuous Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said she got it to prove to everyone it's safe. No, she did not. She did it because she's an elitist. Tulsi Gabbard called out the bartender on this, saying she is going to wait until everyone over 60 has received it. Latifah Faisal, would you be interested in not being concerned? And I understand the low-level positions you have as a taxpayer-funded despogue put this well above your pay grade. Would you be interested in not being concerned with my retirement and we can make Social Security voluntary? Or at least do that for my nieces. They're going to be very successful. Excuse me, I hit the mic. They don't need they don't need, the assistance, it's like a millstone around the neck of Social Security? Or do you need Social Security to remain a requirement because you need to redistribute my boss's payroll taxes and my payroll taxes to meth heads and single women with multiple kids from multiple fathers out of wedlock, rather than letting charity take care of it? My body, my choice, troglodyte. If an overweight, out-of-the-workforce drug addict from Flint, Michigan can go to Planned Parenthood and get her bastard kids extinguished in the womb, I do not have to wear a mask or get the Faux vaccine. Not being concerned about my welfare and using that faux concern for redistributionist programs. Try it. You might like it. P.S. I am still waiting for you to respond to my debunking of your generalized nonsense. I'm fighting off a sneeze now. I am still waiting for you to respond to my debunking of your generalized nonsense on the January 6th insurrection. See the asterisk down there? I left some notes. P.P.S. Still waiting for your answer to this. When you were rubbing elbows with Black Lives Matter in Des Moines last year, did you protest the 39,144 black-on-black single-victim, single-offender homicides from 2004 to 2018? And did you protest the millions and millions of fatherless black children abandoned by their sperm donors? Hello? And in my first note, I mentioned that she opposes Iowa's constitutional carry. She doesn't believe that law-abiding citizens should be able to carry firearms. She's not much for answering questions. She really clams up. I think she's been in a bubble so long. If I didn't live so far away from Story County, I might come over there if she had a little thing, maybe when she's campaigning in 2024, I'll get 6.5 feet away from her and record her non-responses. But I don't think she really gets out of her little bubble. I don't think she's ever really been challenged. She will not answer queries on the constitutional carry topic because A, she doesn't know much about firearms. I know you're thinking she runs her mouth about many things she knows nothing about. I get it. And B, she would make a fool of herself. What would an unarmed old lady do in the event of an attack on her property if there are no police and no guns for private citizens? Unless your goal is to leave the general populace a prime target. Then the second note, for the record, it is not a vaccine. Back in the 1960s, find an old timer, if you know them, if that was going to school back in the 60s. Back in the 60s, school children were vaccinated against polio, 3 shots, but I am not sure of the time frame between each shot, and that was it. If you want people to take a booster shot each year, it's not a vaccine. Quit calling it. And then my third note there, I have to find, my video on Social Security, detailed video, which means she won't watch it because if it's longer than 2 minutes and doesn't agree with everything she says and you can't sum it up in 3 minutes, she won't watch it. But I'm going to keep challenging her on it. And then I've done 2 videos debunking her on the insurrection. I should add this too. Latifah Faisal, what if I said, some people did something? Mark Dice did a video on the violent Democrat Party too. Very good video. And then the last one, last note, which dealt with Black Lives Matter, is my playlist over on YouTube, debunking, just talking about black-on-black crime and fatherless children. I think Latifah Faisal, she wants to create a permanent underclass, and black people are that permanent underclass for her. Democrats are scared of educated black people like Ben Carson and Larry Elder because they don't. And there are some black people like Carl Jackson that actually have a success story to tell about, going to prison. Carl Jackson, he was subbing for Larry Elder. He went to prison, and then now he's a very successful person. So Latifah Faisal, she is an empty pantsuit. So we're gonna keep challenging her, keep the pressure on her. She doesn't know much, and we need to get a Republican on that. That's definitely one county where we need to get a Republican on that board of supervisors because she would lose her mind if she ever got challenged. She's in a little bubble, and it's time we poked that little bubble. Have a nice day, and pass this on if you find it worthy.